Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Rockets versus Mavericks NBA matchup on Friday, December 22nd, 2023. Of course, we do tons of free picks every day at Pickdawgz, but if you're looking for the games you like the best, you've got to find those under the Premium Picks tab at Pickdawgz. Use that discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text the number that you see on the screen. These are not available on the website, so go ahead and text. But let's get to this one. Rockets taking on the Mavericks, two teams that we've seen play certainly improved basketball this season over what we've seen last year, but two teams that also have had their share of stumbles, especially in recent games and in step-up spots. So we'll have to see how this one's going to play out. The Rockets still come in with a winning record at 13-12 on the season. They're 11-2 at home, 10-2-1 against the number, and we saw last time out against the Atlanta Hawks, though, that did not hold up. It was one of those spots where we kind of were like, oh, well, the Rockets are back home now. We're going to see the same Rockets that we saw at home before, all that kind of stuff, and kind of probably like every other square in the world did. And what happened is we ended up on the wrong side of that thing with the Rockets not being able to get it done. Meanwhile, the Mavericks 16-11 coming off that loss to the Clippers, where I tell you, it's tough to tell in these games with the Clippers right now because right now, teams just walking into a buzzsaw when they're playing them. But we've seen the Mavericks play overall pretty well. And on the road, 9-5 straight up this season, 9-5 against the number, even though they're just 14-13 overall as a team against the number this season. Of course, it's not a surprise that the Mavericks have dominated this series against the Rockets. They've played already once this season, and it was about a month ago, and it was the Mavericks getting the best of that one, 121-113. That one was in Dallas, and Dallas was a 4.5 point favorite in that game. The Mavericks have lost now 3 of their last 4, the Clippers, the Nuggets, and the Timberwolves. So 3 of the better teams in the NBA are 3 of the teams playing some of the best basketball in the NBA. I don't think there's a lot of shame in those. And then the win against the Blazers. And prior to that, well, the Mavericks were on a 4-game heater. And then when we look at the Rockets, though, they have lost now 3 in a row. The Bucks and the Cavs, all okay. And then losing to the Hawks at home, like I said, 2.5 point favorite. I think that, that was one that we have to decide is it get that first game back off a road trip? Or is it maybe these are the Rockets regressing back to form and maybe they had that nice little run and we're just getting ahead of themselves? To me, it's like I just said this Rockets team just continues to D it up and play, really good defense while the Mavericks offense is certainly doing really well. And the defense is improved. It's not to the point where it needs to be. And it still is better than the Rockets' offense, which isn't much. So it makes this game difficult because what we have here is a Rockets defense that is clearly the best unit of any of the units on the court. But on the other side, you have a Mavericks, defense that should be good enough against this Rockets offense. I don't know. I like the Rockets at home because they've been so good to me. And I do believe that after, the first game back home after a road trip, things should get a little bit more back to normal. It's a lean at best. I'm going to take the Rockets, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the winners today.